Hey there, boils and ghouls. It's your friend Tats. I'm back with another video. We got another 4K Blu-ray to review here in just a second. You already know which one we're talking about. But yeah, if I can just have 1 second of your time, I just wanted to show you something else I got. You guys know I just recently did a video where I talked about fattening up my Shudder movie collection. And here's another one that I got. Now, this is DVD, but hey, I've said before, I'm not going to cry when you consider the majority of Shudder movies come out on DVD anyway, so I'm not going to cry that I have this. And got it for a really good price too. So I ended up getting Last Ones Out. Obviously, as you could tell, infected, zombie-ish, kind of, 28 days later kind of film and everything else. So I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if it's any good. Escape is the only cure. And yeah, so I'm going to be looking forward to checking this out. And that's the thing, though, too. It's only 76 minutes, so it's not a long movie. So, but anyway, just, yeah. There you go. And again, I got the kind of rubbery, like I said, I'm surprised, got those rubbery DVD cases. I'm not used to those, but anyway, so yeah, Last One's Out. Can't wait to check this out, and like I said, I do want to keep building up my Shudder movie collection. I do, like I said, it's every once in a while I get a stinker, but it's like more often than not, I'm usually always really happy and impressed with the Shudder movies, so I'm happy to get those. Anyway, so, all right, just a little while ago, I did a video talking about Team America World Police getting a 4K release, and now we're going to talk about South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. You already know by the title of the video. This got a 4K release today from Paramount. You could tell, not very interesting disc art, blue for the Blu-ray, black for the 4K, stuff like that. No reversible cover art or anything like that. Very simple, very basic, and not much to it, to be honest with you. You got, disc 1 is just the movie in 4K, and disc 2 you got the movie, but you got a sing-along version and special features. And the special features are commentary by Matt Stone and Trey Parker, What Will Brian Boitano Do, music video, and theatrical trailers. That's really all you got. Excuse me. I do appreciate they do a sing-along version, even though that's only on the Blu-ray. It's not on the 4K. But yeah, I just kind of wish they could have had like some newer bonus features. Like, I think it'd be kind of cool if they done like a new, like a new interview with Trey and Matt, and kind of like get their thoughts on, like how the movie's, held up all these years later. And this is a movie I absolutely adore. It's, definitely one of my favorite comedies. And, to finally get, that's the thing. I do have the slipcover, so there is that, but as you can tell, like normally I would sleeve my stuff, but this time I'm going to keep the slipcover just because I love it. And you do get the digital code for the digital enthusiasts real quick. You do get a digital code. If someone gives you a code for this, then you should get the 4K version. That's what I got when I redeemed my code. So yeah, so we got that. So anyway, and I am just thrilled to finally get any of Trey Parker and Matt Stone's movies on 4K. I'm happy about it. Like I said in my Team America video, I would love it if, Arrow could get their hands on Orgasmo and do the work on Orgasmo that they've done with stuff like Weird Science or Mallrats, things like that. I wish they could do something like that with Orgasmo. That'd be awesome. And also too, like Vinegar Syndrome. They've gotten their hands on so many titles from Troma. Wouldn't it be great if they could get their hands on Cannibal the Musical and do an awesome Blu-ray edition of Cannibal the Musical? I would love that. Give it, the nice, give it the beautiful slip cover, or even better, the slip case, that kind of stuff. Really do up an awesome edition of Cannibal the Musical. I would just, oh man, I would go nuts for something like that, But I just love that, finally some of Trey and Matt's movies are getting, some real love here. And, watching this here on 4K, I was really pleasantly surprised by it. Because you got to remember, okay, this nowadays, like, even though the animation is a continuation of what they've always done, The new animation, you could tell they use, computers and digital and AI and stuff like that to do it. This here, the movie was still kind of back years back when South Park was still doing the kind of like construction paper animation, and you definitely see it in the 4K transfer. You definitely see like the fibers and everything else from the construction paper. You know, it doesn't look like there's been any kind of like DNR cleanup or anything like that. That's kind of what I wonder what they were going to do. I was wondering if they were going to like try to do something to try to like polish this up to try to make it look like, try to make it look like they're more recent South Park, episodes and things like this. They didn't do that. I mean, it looks, like the way it should, and honestly, this is a movie you would be surprised. It actually works quite well on Blu-ray. I remember, or 4K. I remember years back, and I had this on pretty much I had it on VHS, I had it on DVD, then got the Blu-ray, now I got it on 4K, stuff like that. And, I've had this almost, and to me, it always seemed, this is a movie that honestly, every time they did it, you think, I don't know, man, that kind of construction paper animation, stuff like that they were doing, you think it's not going to hold up. But you'd actually be quite surprised at how, good it looks and how well it has held up. And it just, I'm actually blown away by it. It's like some scenes are a little bit darker than I thought they would be, but that's not really a problem. You got Dolby Audio and you got Dolby Vision on here, and just I cannot stress how impressed I am. I don't know. Just. This is a movie. I really do. I think you're going to be like, that can't possibly look good in 4K. It's like, why would we need this in 4K? But I think you're going to actually be stunned when you see it. It's like, this actually holds up quite well and it looks good. I'm not the least bit sad that I bought this. I'm really happy that I did. And, not just because, I'm not being biased, not just because I love the movie, but, I mean, no joke here. I am seriously surprised at how good this ended up looking. This is something you think could look just, I mean, that's the thing, a lot of people will tell you, it's like, well, like a lot of animation, stuff like that, it's like, the Blu-ray and the 4K, a lot of times, not really that much of a difference. But this here is like, wow, I can't believe, like I said, if there was a downside, I'm just kind of like, I wish they'd like maybe do some new bonus features, like new interviews with Trey and Matt, or like I said, at least add the sing-along version to the 4K. But overall, just wow. And I could understand if you're not anxious to jump on this right away. You'd be, I'm just not really sold on the idea of this on 4K. I could understand that, but I would say if nothing else, maybe wait a few months. There's a good chance probably around like Black Friday, this is probably going to come down in price, down to like, $10 to $15 and, pick it up then. So, but honestly, if you're a South Park fan and, you love this movie, I would definitely say, yeah, pick it up. It is totally worth it. It is a tiny bit, this was, I think, $23.19, I want to say, plus tax, whereas the Team America was only $19.99. So it is a couple of dollars more, but, it's not an outrageous price. It's not like $30, $35, $40 or anything like that. So it is a very reasonable price, 4K. And I just, like this movie's great. The music is great. I do have the soundtrack. I have the soundtrack for Team America too as well. But honestly, I cannot stress this enough. Like, man, oh man, if you're a South Park fan, you're going to want this. You really are. And I think, it's like, it might feel like a pain in the butt to upgrade, but I think once you get it and you start watching it, you'll very much be glad that you did. And, yeah, I'm just really glad we're finally getting some Trey Parker, Matt Stone movies. Like I said, if, Arrow, I mean, even if Universal, but I'm just saying, like if Arrow could get their hands on Orgasmo and do that, that would be awesome. If Vinegar Syndrome, like it doesn't have to be 4K, I mean, if they could do a 4K transfer on Cannibal the Musical and make it work, okay, I could understand that. That'd be great. I would totally jump on that. But if Blu-ray is the best that we can do for a movie like that, I would just love, getting like a nice Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome, with all the bells and whistles and stuff like that on there. But anyway, just yeah, just I am so glad that they did this, and I'm very pleasantly surprised at how good it looks and everything else. Like it just looks better, it's one of the few times, like every time they upgraded it, it looks better, and it's shocking because you think the animation style and everything else, you think it would hit a point where it would just look worse, but it doesn't, So I'm very, very happy to have South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut on 4K, baby. Yeah. And that's another thing too. I had this on Blu-ray. I had no problems upgrading it because I know this is a movie I love and enjoy, and I'm going to watch this. So there you go. Okay, so that's it, everybody. So if anybody took the time to watch this, I thank you for doing it, and I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, could you please leave it a like? And if you haven't already, please go and subscribe to my channel. And there you go. It's nice to actually get some, some fun 4K movies to review and stuff. Just a lot of, here lately, it seems like a lot of like obscure stuff, a lot of stuff people hadn't heard of and everything. But, but yeah, I think as the year moves on, I think we're going to start getting some really, really good deals, and I can't wait for it. So that's it, everybody. So take care, have a good night, and I'll see you all later. Bye.